Hello, everyone. I know it's been a very long time since I posted on my spiritual channel, but welcome if you're new. If you're returning, welcome back. So, this video is more like a message to two people, if they end up seeing this video, of course. But lately, let me move this out the way. Lately, well, ever since I stopped talking to those people, I've been having dreams of them a lot of the times, and I sometimes ask the Most High, why am I having these dreams? Is it a sign? Is the Most High trying to tell me something? And a lot of times I pray to get a sign, and I don't really get a sign. For instance, there was one dream I had that their daughter was pregnant, and it threw me up. I'm just like, there's no way. And then I had another dream where M was pregnant. I'm just like, wait, she doesn't want any more kids. Like, she tied her tube. She doesn't want any more kids. This doesn't make any sense. Why am I having this dream? Then I had dreams of M and E talking. We're fine. We're cool with each other. I even had a dream I was at a party that they was doing, but in their backyard. And it's so crazy how I had that dream a month ago. Actually, I had it in the month of October, which is one of their birthdays in October, and then the other one, the birthday is this month. So I literally had a dream that I was at one of their parties in October, and yeah. And today, today is, because I don't know when I'm going to post this, today is Saturday. I had a dream this morning before I went to work. Once again, we was talking, we was cool with each other, like as if nothing happened. Like, whatever happened in the past, we just let it go and just talked it out like how adults should. And I'm always, once again, asking the Most High, why do I say having these dreams? It's like my spirit, or like our spirits are still connecting with one another, basically. And there's a lot of questions that I have, a lot of answers I want, and I want to know why I was treated certain ways, and I don't know if I would ever get that answer, and to them it's probably like they did nothing wrong. And me, I would say I took full accountability that yes, I have done stuff that was messed up, and I own up to that. I prayed to the Most High for forgiveness and all that stuff, so I have owned up to that. But with them, I feel like I don't know, it might be a little bit harder for them to acknowledge it, to own up to it, because at times I cried so damn much, it didn't even matter, and I just want answers. I prayed. I don't know what to do half the time. Y'all let me know what these dreams mean, because I never personally had dreams about particular people that much, unless my mind, my spirit is connecting with them, I guess. But normally I wouldn't have dreams about people like that so often. So but the people I'm talking about, if I do see this video, message me on Instagram, my phone number, something. You don't have to take this to social media, but just message me on something, because I forgive. No matter what they did that didn't sit with me the right way, or whatever the case is, I forgave them. I still always cared about them no matter what. And I don't know, I felt like a lot of times my feelings didn't matter. It was more like, oh, well, you have to know your place, you have to know your role. And a lot of times I didn't feel like the quote-unquote second wife. I did not feel. A lot of times I feel like a nobody, pretty much. I was a secret for so long, and it bothered me. For almost 4 years it bothered me. And I always remember this one thing that was told to me, that, oh, well, it doesn't matter if you're here or not. And that kind of sting. That sting a lot. And even when I was told, like, oh, well, if such and such wasn't messing up, you wouldn't have been here. That hurts. I don't know if certain things they said or did was to purposely push me away from them, but they just didn't know how to say it. I don't know. But I also felt like I had to be just like the other person to fit in well with this relationship. And I just want answers. These people, of course, they used to teach me the Bible. I know I haven't been really doing much Bible stuff because, y'all, believe it or not, even though I read the Bible, I don't truly know what certain verses mean like that. I kind of just guess what I think it means because I don't have anybody to teach me anymore. So I try my best. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Of course, I always let you guys know, tell you guys to give your thoughts and opinion about what you think what I talked about meant. Because I could say what I think it means, but it doesn't mean that. So, like I said, I have no one to really teach me anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. I pray for the Most High to show me a sign. I pray for just like an answer, like a random text, a random call. Like, it's not like I would ignore it, I would answer it. To just know what was really going on. Because I will tell you this, if you're a man out there that wants to do poly relationship, wants to have a second wife, a third wife, fourth wife, just be sure to treat both women, or how many women you're dealing with, make sure you treat them both equally. If you're dealing with 4, give them 25%. You're dealing with 2, 50-50. Don't give one 75 and the other 25. Even though the other one is like the first one, the main one that may have maybe married to you, maybe have kids with you. Still, if you're gonna bring someone else along to that relationship, that second person should be treated just as equally too. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times when it comes to the whole second wife situation, the second wife gets treated a lot differently, and then that's when problems start. That's when jealousy happens. That's when arguments happen, and the relationship doesn't work. I express my feelings, like I said. It's not like I never expressed my feelings. I expressed my feelings several times, and it's like it was put in a back burner. It's like it wasn't cared for. It was like what I said didn't matter. So I'm just letting y'all know, if you're a person that's into doing that, I had nothing against poly relationships, but if you're gonna do that and you already have kids, especially, let your kids know. Don't keep that a secret from your kids, first of all, because your kids are gonna find out, and you don't want your kids to find out the hard way. It's better if you just be honest with them and tell them. Secondly, be honest with your family that you're into that stuff. Clearly, that's the type of life that you want to have. Don't keep that away from your family as well, to find out the hard way. But it's like, I was so angry for so long, didn't know how to express my feelings. That's why a lot of times I would act up randomly, or didn't really know how to communicate properly, because it's like I felt like my feelings were in the back burner and it didn't matter. And anytime I try to speak about it, it's like it goes to one ear and out the other. And I just had to accept and go along with everything that I was being told and do this, do that. So to make the relationship work, because I did want to make that relationship work, I did. But I literally prayed, like I said, I asked him, I was like, is this worth me staying in? Am I making the right decision here by staying in this while I'm unhappy like this and I really don't have much people to talk to about it? But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want answers. You know, this is something in the past, obviously, but sometimes, like they always say, the past still haunts you to this day. And you always should try not to let it affect you, affect your day, whatever like that. But like I said, a lot of times I randomly have dreams. Like, these dreams are trying to tell me something. Like, also, not to mention, one of my aunts passed away in March during my birthday month. It was also her birthday month too, along with my cousin's birthday month. She passed away, I think 2 or 3 days before her birthday. And what was crazy, what I noticed, is that M unblocked me days before she died. Like 2-3 days before she died, M unblocked me. And my guts was telling me that she was trying to tell me something about my aunt, but I guess she didn't know how to tell me, or she was probably just told not to tell me nothing. Because I don't know, to tell someone randomly that, oh hey, someone in your family is gonna pass in a couple days, it's kind of weird. You feel like, what are you talking about? So I felt like she wanted to tell me something, whether it was that or something else, because she does have certain type of dreams that tell herself too. And what's crazy is, after my aunt passed, she blocked me again, which means I felt like my gut was telling me that she knew something. Like, she must have had a dream about it or something, because the way how my aunt suddenly just passed was just scary, crazy. And the fact that I ended up finding out she had, like, maybe, I think it was stage 3, stage 4 cancer, like while she was doing the chemo treatment, something popped or whatever. And yeah, I pay attention to a lot of stuff. I just happened to be online on Facebook that day, and I saw the unblock, and I was just like, I was waiting to get a message any day, and no, I got blocked again. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why we can't just be grown about things and talk about things instead of, because I feel like the whole blocking thing is like childish. That's teenager stuff, you know. The only time I would ever block somebody is if they're being on some weird-ish stuff, if they're harassing me or something. Like, that's the only time I'm blocking someone. But other than that, I have no reason to block you. If you're not being weird, if you're not being on some harassment stuff, then I'm not gonna block you. We're just not gonna speak, you know. But to just do that and not explain why, or talk it over a little bit, explain your reasoning, it's childish to me. It's petty. But I knew one of these days it was coming, because E kept telling me that if I keep doing this, keep doing that, if I don't listen, if I do this, I'm getting blocked. So it kept being a warning over and over again, and kind of like a threat. Like, I kept felt like I was being like threatened several times to be broken up with, and I don't like when a guy does that. Especially, I'm always trying to make a relationship work. I'm always trying to talk things out, and it's like I'm getting pushed to the back burner, you know. I don't ever like tell someone I'm with that, oh yeah, I don't kind of keep threatening them like, yeah, I'm gonna leave you, we do this, do that. I don't do that to people, You know, if something's not working out, just to say like, hey, it's not working out, let's end this, you know. Or you just stop talking, something, you know. But yeah, I just want answers. I hope they see this video. I'm not coming at y'all any type of way. I just want to know answers. I want to know why certain things were said, why certain actions were done, and the fact that I even remember they would straight up tell me they would stop going to Haitian parties and stuff. And yeah, I feel like that was a whole lie because I personally felt like they didn't want me to be around them when it comes to parties, when it comes to going out there. They didn't want me to be around them. So I'd rather the honesty instead of lying and saying that you're not going to do something when you're doing it low-key anyways. And they would get mad at me if I say I'm not doing something, but I'm doing something. I'm doing it anyways, but they do the same exact thing. Call me a hypocrite, but they're a hypocrite too. So, like I said, I'm just being straightforward, being honest, being a grown adult about this, and I just want answers. Like I said, I don't know what else to do. I keep having these random dreams a lot of times. Sometimes I even ask the Most High to give me a hint or whatever within my dream that I have. So I don't know, but y'all let me know in the comment section. I'm not gonna obviously explain all the details with that whole thing. I just say little bits and pieces, but I'm not saying the whole thing to be put on the internet and stuff like that. So I'm just saying this little bit for hopefully they see it. And yeah, that is it. So y'all let me know what these dreams mean. And yeah, see you guys in whenever I post another video. Most likely the next video will be like, you know, more of Jeremiah. Once I can break down what I think of what certain verses are. And yeah, but see you guys in the next video. Shalom.